The first time someone called me a baby mama, they didn't mean it as a compliment, but I decided to wear it like a crown. Welcome to Nurturology TV, where we rewrite the rules of wellness, womanhood, and wealth, one unfiltered truth at a time. Disclaimer for this video: I support unmarried mothers, no matter how their mothering status was attained, and I support their innate ability to evolve and grow through their decisions and actions. I do not ever condone a woman betraying herself, nor do I encourage women to use their bodies as weapons. And I encourage women to become mothers when they're ready, but it's not my decision or my place to judge when that is or under what circumstances that should be. So now that we got that cleared out the way, I'm going to tell you why I support baby mama culture. Number one, I have unpacked my misogynoir, my internalized racism and self hatred, and I no longer subscribe to negative stereotypes about women that make us the villain while simultaneously being victimized by the patriarchy. Now, that is a deep one because I realized that my projection onto other women started with me first. Number two, I understand the complexities of navigating the effects of adverse childhood experiences and unresolved trauma. And I see women plagued by this terminology as people first and foremost. Number three, all single and unmarried mothers are lumped into the same category, regardless of how we arrived at our singlehood or our motherhood status. Number four, all children deserve support, regardless of our agreement with their parents' choices or behaviors or lifestyles. I believe that all spiritual beings choose to incarnate on the planet at their designated times to add value to the fabric of humanity. They choose their parents and they take on a divine assignment orchestrated by the lessons their souls came to teach and learn. And lastly, society has made baby making a privilege when it's instinct. Civilization, aka colonization, has turned a sacred rite of passage to continue our species into a symbol of status, wealth, and ownership. Our capitalist and wildly individualistic culture has turned a village responsibility into a vicious cycle of ridicule and condemnation. Now, when I say baby mama culture, I don't mean the caricature like Aunt Jemima. I mean the community, the courage, and the caregiving. I mean the women holding it down without applause. The reality is that most men support their brothers in arms unconditionally. They have no loyalty to apologists, no matter which side of the aisle they're on. And they'll use the energy of those who agree with them until they're no longer useful to their cause, discarding them with the remains of their dignity, gleefully sending them back to the loving embrace of some compassionate unmarried mother. Now, women who shame other women rather than supporting them are typically willing participants in their own oppression, perpetuating, protecting, and propping up toxic male ideologies and respectability politics. I see women, especially those who spew negative stereotypes about women, as deeply wounded by the patriarchy's purposefully contradictory propaganda. Some believing that they exemplify right behavior without realizing that the colonizer serves as the angel on their shoulder, subjugating them into a false notion of superiority. And I see women, especially those who subject themselves to the abuse of broken men, as also deeply wounded by the sleight of hand of these street dealers produced and pedestalized by the patriarchy. Some of them believe that they should excuse male nature without realizing that the colonizer serves as the devil on their shoulder, subjugating them to a false notion of freedom. The colonized mind is a puppet and a difficult demon to confront and conquer. To own your own mind, your emotions, and your habits, that's a quest that many are unwilling to take on. And instead, it causes people to drift through life with no definiteness of purpose, to quote Napoleon Hill. People living this way don't need shame, they need support. I would never shame an unhealed, emotionally unstable, or mentally distressed person for acting on their trauma. They're doing enough to hurt themselves. We really need to be kinder to those already suffering and crashing out because they're actually just seeking comfort, love, nurturing, attention, genuine concern, and compassion. The kind thing to do is offer a helping hand rather than kicking someone when they're down or clicking up to bully them. And sometimes the kindest thing you can do is stay out the way. The levels of dysfunction and harmful discourse that armchair psychologists on social media engage in is appalling and does nothing to solve the problem. My therapeutic coaching programs help address the superiority complexes, the unresolved traumas, and those triggers impacting us respectively without judging others. Now, this is just part one of a series where I'll be breaking down the myths, the mindset, and the movement behind maternal empowerment, unfiltered. Okay, so subscribe so you don't miss part two and comment your experience. Do you think baby mama culture is a lost cause? Make sure you hit that notification bell so you can tune in to the next episode. I really look forward to hearing from you guys in the comments. And remember, creating social commentary that condemns, shames, blame shifts, or guilt trips others for offending your sensibilities is futile. Now, I know many hit dogs gonna holler at this one right here, but that's just their ego talking. Maybe have a heart to heart with your own mama or the baby mamas in your life. And please keep us out the group chat. This is your favorite two-time baby mama with 2 degrees. Until next time, nurture you first and stay sacred. Peace.